Boom. Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of About Crypto, which is probably the best stream in crypto right now, and I don't really care what anyone else says because it's the best. And we have a special guest today, Katelyn Perna. Hi.
Hi, thanks for having me.
Of course. Welcome. How's it going?
It's going, just working remotely, doing my thing, just hanging out. That's pretty much it. There's not a whole lot going on. I think it's probably the same for everybody across the board.
Yeah, I hear that. And so how did you get into crypto?
Yeah, so I kind of got into crypto in maybe like a different way, probably than most people. I was actually working at KPMG in San Francisco. Was working late one night. One of my coworkers, I actually ended up doing and implementing this project, but one of my coworkers was doing an initial like blockchain design for drug vaccines with Merck, Walmart, and the FDA to sort of prove like the traceability. And this was like the initial like beginning of, hey, we can start to like, we're using blockchain for crypto, but then, what can we start to use it for other things? So he and I were both working late, and I like walked over and I was like, what are you doing? What is this? So he started explaining it to me, and I was like, yo, this is really cool. So from there, I actually ended up doing blockchain at KPMG. And that's kind of how I kind of came in through like the blockchain route, but this was back in like 2015, 2016. Yeah.
And you have your own blog right now, right?
I do. It's called kpsgems.com. I write about, anything, basically anything. I started writing on Medium just to kind of like validate my own ideas about what I thought about crypto and blockchain. And then I decided, I'm super against like centralized platforms. So I took everything off, put it on my own blog. But I pretty much write about like blockchain, crypto. I wanted to make it more like lifestyle-ish too, now that we're all working from home, like just different things that I'm into. But I actually haven't gotten that far yet. So yes.
That's cool. And you're also working at BAKKT, which is awesome.
Yes, I quit my job in the middle of the pandemic to go to BAKKT. My cushy KPMG job. I was like, I'm out.
Hop into the world of crypto. That's awesome.
Yeah. But no, it's kind of been like a dream job for me. Basically, I love startup life. I love crypto. We're launching the consumer app soon that we have. So basically, this will integrate your rewards account. So Delta, Starbucks, pretty much eventually it'll be, a lot more. We have a couple select partners, but you'll be able to take your loyalty points and convert them into crypto, essentially.
That's so cool.
With our app.
What are you doing at that? Like, what's your
So,
job role?
Yeah, so I do project and product management for the engineering and development teams. So it's a little bit more of a technical role, and I help like build out some of the applications and various products that we need.
That's so cool.
Mm-hmm.
Now let me ask you this: you work at BAKKT, and their aim is like mainstream adoption to a degree. How do we go about that? What do you think is a good route?
Yeah. So I think, like when you look at the average person, crypto isn't really a part of their day. I think like it's a part of your day and my day, but regular, the regular everyday person isn't on, looking on exchanges and trying to figure out how to use crypto. It's sort of like an afterthought for them. They know it's there, but they're like, I don't know how to use that, or I don't know what I'm doing. So I think with our app, being able to say like, okay, I have X number of miles or Starbucks points. How can I use those? And one of the ways you can use them is to convert them into crypto or use crypto to buy certain things as well. So I think having one app where you can do all of those things at once will kind of encourage more people to be able to use it. Take the point, like they're not actually spending their own dollars. Like a lot of people are worried, like, oh, I don't want to put my money into an exchange, like it could drop. But if you're just taking your points that you earned, like it's a lot less risky, I guess, for them to say like, oh, I'm going to take my, 500 miles and every month just buy Bitcoin with it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Which is cool. Yeah.
Yeah. And you obviously work with a lot of decentralized platforms. Are there any you would suggest to use?
in what
I would
regard? I
say
guess it would
like
depend on what
content
you're
creation and writing.
Oh yeah. So I actually recently I'm moving the blog KP's Gems to I've been using Unstoppable Domains. They just came out with decentralized blogging. So I bought a crypto domain, which all of you can do too. It ranges anywhere from like $20 to like $80 for a particular domain. I would definitely encourage anyone who's like writing or creating some sort of content to definitely check that out. You can get a .crypto domain for yourself. So like the KP's Gems one is kpsgems.crypto, and then all my blogging content will be there.
Nice. That's really
Yeah.
awesome. I feel like I asked this to like every one of my guests right now, but do you think Bitcoin is a good hedge against hyperinflation of the dollar?
Absolutely. I think having something like Bitcoin, which could eventually be like our alternative monetary system, 100%. I think we need it. It's something that, the people need. I think what the government is doing financially to us, that ends up hurting the people. It helps companies right now, but that ends up hurting people like you and me later down the road when our money isn't worth that much. And we've seen multiple examples throughout history where we've seen that problem, and inflation is a problem. And that's pretty much who the people are, the ones who end up suffering from it, not corporations.
Of course not. Why would they? We're only printing trillions and just going burn.
Yeah, it's gonna, and when all of that like catches up, it comes down on us.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So
having something like Bitcoin where we have money that we own and that's not controlled by the government and that is yours and you don't have to go through centralized banking is a huge like W for all of us. So I'm like pretty much all in on that.
Hell yeah. So thanks again for coming on. You're the best and doing some big things in crypto as usual.
Thank you.
Where can everyone find you?
Okay, you can find me on Twitter. I'm not on Facebook or Instagram. I pretty much boycott that as well. I have very strong opinions.
A true crypto person, okay.
Yeah, I have very strong opinions about socials. But you can find me on Twitter. It's Jock and KP. And then, that's actually pretty much the only one. That's really the only place you can find me.
All right, cool. Well, thanks again for coming on, and you are a wealth of information to everybody. So.
Oh, I appreciate you having me. It's great to see you. I've missed you.
I know. We got to hang soon. Let me know when you're back out here.
I'll be back next week for a weekend, so I'll hit you up.
Sounds good. All right. Have a good day, everybody.